Hi everyone, welcome to using Zoom in the blended learning environment. As you can see, I'm in a classroom here at CCHS, and I'm going to show you today how Zoom would work in the blended environment if you feel like you would like to incorporate the students learning remotely as well as the students in the classroom all in one session. I know that trying to wrap your head around how the blended environment is going to work is kind of hard from home, so hopefully this will help you be able to see how you might use different tools available to you. Now I want to say that we really haven't established what is best practice or best use of Zoom in the blended or staggered learning environment. We do know, and research shows us very strongly, that our relationship with students is what motivates them to engage with our content, and is going to be really useful if we need to move back into a blended environment. So I think we want to think very intentionally about how we use Zoom. I can see that there would be a time where it would be a good idea. You might have some particularly difficult content, or timing might just be that everybody needs to hear some direct instruction at the same time. And if that's the case, then Zooming in students who are learning remotely is an option for you. First thing I'm going to show you is here I've logged into the classroom computer and I have brought up the presentation material that I want to use today. And I've also made sure that the projector is turned on and that the projector is projecting. So now we're going to add in our remote learners. So I'm going to go ahead and start my Zoom session and have my students join us through Zoom. Okay. I like to use the waiting room because I feel like that just is a very good security measure. So be sure to tell your students that you expect them to be logged in as their at concordcarlisle.org email address so that you can recognize who they are in the waiting room. So I'm going to share my screen, and you guys are well aware of how to do that. So I have some choices here about the screen that I want to share. I'm going to choose the desktop, and I'm going to share. And this is what my desktop looks like currently, but right now I have up a Google Slides presentation that I'm going to use. And so I just want to show you that when you're using Zoom, you can do the same things that you're used to doing. So I'm going to hover and get my Google Slides toolbar. You might have noticed the closed captions that are going on above me. That is built into Google Slides. So I've just enabled the captions, and then using the little caret next to it, I can change where the text is and the text size, so you have some controls over that. I also can do things that you're used to doing, like advance my slides when I'm ready to talk about the next slide. And I can click embedded links and YouTube videos and all that kind of thing, and go wherever and do all the things that you guys are used to doing when you are in Google Slides in the classroom. I'm also going to show you an Active Inspire slide. It's a blank slide, but I just want to show you a couple of things. And something that I forgot to mention, you're going to have the tiles of your students here, and that can be distracting both to them and to the students here in the classroom. So right up at the top, if you click the little bar, that minimizes all the students if you don't want that to be a distraction for students. And also it interferes with the bar on your Inspire. So I've got it on pen, and I can write. I can do all the things that I want to do. I can change colors. I don't have objects, but I could select objects. I can, clear the page. I can do all the things that you are used to doing with your flip charts with students in your classroom, so it's very easy. You might notice, though, that there is one slightly different thing here, and that is a document camera. And we are going to be buying document cameras for every classroom here at CCHS. They will be a different model than this one, but they all function the same way. Let me show you how you do that in Zoom. So I'm sharing my screen, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And when I hover here, if I go to video, and I click the little caret, I can change now from what's the camera that's in my Mac into the IP phone. So now anything that I can do with my hands, anything like that, you can see with the document camera, okay? So that is great because I see that now, but you might notice that while it's up there and it looks kind of big, it's not presented. So we want to share our screen again if you want to use your document camera. So I'm going to hover and I'm going to share our screen. Now this is where it's just kind of one little tiny thing that you need to know. Notice that this is the basic options that you have for showing your screen. There's also an advanced. So if you click on that, notice that one of your options is content from second camera, and it actually shows a document camera. So we're going to click that, and we're going to share it. Now wait, that's not what's there. But notice that I have a little switch camera. So it's going to take the default camera, which is the QuickTime player, but now you can see that I can see whatever is underneath that document camera. And that is a really nice tool and an addition for us to use with our students. Okay, so now I'm done. And so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and stop my share. And I want to be sure to end the meeting for all. This ensures that students cannot remain in the Zoom session without an adult.